Good morning, class. So today we will go back to the rest of the lesson. The lesson that we are learning today is the earliest people. So we did learn that there are three stages of Stone Age. We were learning about what? Stone Age. So we already covered Paleolithic and Mesolithic. Paleo is Stone Age. Meso means middle. And today we are going to see Neolithic. Neo means new. So the Stone Age between Paleolithic and Neolithic is called as Mesolithic. That's why it's middle Stone Age. So today we will be learning about the Neolithic age. Okay. So before we start, there are a few things that I want you to do. That is, first of all, please few rules, okay? Do you know we are learning about the earliest people? And I just want you to quickly open your textbook and also to take your pencil, pen and your classwork. So if you are ready, we can start. Okay, so rule number 1, in case if you haven't bought your books, pause the video, go bring your book, pencil and pen. Right, so rule number 1 is listen. You will listen carefully to whatever is being taught. Number 2, you will highlight whatever I ask you to highlight in your textbook. As ma'am asks you to highlight, you will highlight. Rule number 3 is you will think. If I ask you a question, you will think what the answer is. And the next rule is you will write down anything that I ask you to write. Okay? Whatever I ask you to write, you will write it in your book. So, let's start. Important words is these 3 words that we will be dealing with today. One is Neolithic, second one is domestication, third one is microlith. So, I want you to write down these 3 words in your classwork. So, pause the video, write these 3 words in your classwork. If you are done writing, once you are done writing, you can play the video again. Okay? Right. If you are done writing, very good. So, the question for today is, how did domestication and farming start? Pause the video and think. How did domestication and farming start? If you have any answer in your mind, write it in your classwork. If not, think. Okay? We are going to learn about this today. So, by the end of today's class, you will have answer for that. Now, one more thing that we are going to look into today's class is stone tools and the importance of stone tools. And I will give you the explanations and details of this as the class progresses. So, I hope you have written down everything I have asked you to write. Okay. Let's come to the class. Okay. So, this class is about Neolithic period. Neo means new. So today, let's look into what are the climatic changes that took place during this period which led to the start of a new period. There were some changes that happened. So, open your textbook with me to the changes in the environment. So, we see there were also some major changes that is climatic changes occurring across the world. The climate became warm. It became warmer. So what happened when the climate became warmer? It was no more cold. It is more warmer. So it's not hot but warm. It's in between cold and hot. So when the climate became warmer, more and more animals could live. So there were more and more animals seen, and more grass plants started to grow. So there were few animals which started to exist, like, look at your textbook, you will see few of the domesticated animals. Today we domesticate them, but earlier they did not start domesticating yet. So we see grass eating animals like cow, goat, etc. started to become more in number. So let me just write like deer, goat, sheep, cow maybe. Yes, cow and cattle started to increase. Now, take your pencil and underline which says the climate became warmer. Underline that statement. Very good. And then underline the statement, animals which ate grass such as deer, goats, sheep and cattle increased in number. Please underline that statement. Then what happened? I also told you different types of plants began to grow. So grass plants which gave us food like wheat and barley. Wheat and barley began to grow. So underline wheat and barley in your textbook. So what are the changes that came because of the climate change? When the changes in the environment happened, the climate became warmer, because of which animals, grass eating animals became more in number, and plants like wheat and barley increased. Now, during the Neolithic period, there were two major changes that took place. If you remember the question earlier, I asked you, how did people start domesticating and how did people start farming? Well, it started in Neolithic period. So what did they do? Now, there were so many animals, right? So people used to think those animals are scary, those animals might hurt them, but with time, they understood that not all animals will harm them. So when they understood that few animals do not harm them, but there is some food and resources these animals can give them, they started taking care of those animals in their houses. And also, they started protecting these animals from the wild animals, and this is how domestication of animals began. Okay, same way with farming. They did not know farming, but as they looked into the nature, they saw wherever the seed fell, new plant came, and they saw on the stone there were no plants, it was only in the soil. So with time they realized that when seeds of any tree or plant falls into the soil, a particular type of soil, there are plants coming out. So with time they understood what are the good fruits that they can eat, what are the fruits that we cannot eat, how to grow seeds into a plant, where to grow them, and all this led to beginning of farming. Look into your textbook. Let's read together. Domestication of animals. Early humans must have observed the life and habits of animals. For example, some animals usually moved in herds and were quiet and gentle. With time, people encouraged these animals that were gentle in nature to live with them. Can you please underline that statement which says, with time, people encouraged these animals that were gentle in nature to live with them. The early humans then protected these animals from other wild animals, which later led to the domestication of these gentler animals. Please underline the word domestication in your textbook. Impact of beginning of farming. So, similarly, they might have observed various aspects about the plants, such were plants which were edible. Can you underline the word that says plants which were edible? So they understood, and with time they realized what are the plants that is edible, and they started growing it. Okay. Now, let's see impact of farming. Many changes took place in the lives of early humans over the 3 Stone Age period. For example, stone tools of Paleolithic period changed from big and rough to smaller and sharper tools in the Neolithic period. Now, in the Paleolithic period, the stone tools were hard and strong. I have a picture. Let's look at this. Okay, can you look at this picture? This was when the Paleolithic period was there. So here we see that the stone tools are hard and strong. Okay, let's go back to the... Okay, so I'll bring in the picture here so we will know. We will learn the names of this in some time, okay? Don't worry. Okay, so can you look at this picture? Do you see the stone tool? This is big in size compared to the other stone tools. Can you see? It's big. And look at, as time progressed, look at how small the tools became. Can you compare? So, in the Paleolithic period, the tools were big and they were heavy. Okay? But as time progressed to Mesolithic period, stones became more lighter and more sharp. When it came to Neolithic period, it became more sharp and more small. So these microliths, this tiny stones which were used as tools is called as microliths. Okay. So in the impact of farming and herding, we see 3 Stone Age period. For example, the stone tools of Paleolithic period changed from big and rough to smaller and sharper tools in the Neolithic period. This was big, rough and heavy. It became small, sharp and lightweight. Okay. So this is the difference in how the tools changed in this 3 periods. It was strong and heavy. It became small and light and sharp. So, once they started farming, you know what happened? Once they started farming, they had to farm in so they started having farmland. Now, once they started farming, they realized that they need longer duration to get the fruit of the land. And also, for that to happen, they had to take care of the field. So what did they do? They started settling down in particular places while the farming is happening. So the movement from place to place stopped. So when farming started, people started living in a particular place. They settled down and they started living in a shelter, because in the land they were farming, there were no caves like earlier. So they started making houses under the ground. Okay, so these houses are called pit houses. Okay, pit houses. Why? Because the houses were under the ground, and because they started living in the house, and because there was fire, they started cooking. So there were earth or the cooking places that is found near the pit houses when archaeologists started excavation. Okay, so because of farming, there were people who settled down and there was no movement, and because of settling down they had to build houses, and because of settling down and building houses there was cooking that was available, that is preparation of food by their own. Right. As they settled down and built houses, they also started domesticating animals. Right? And when they started domestication of animals, they started taking care of animals, and the animals also stayed with them. Okay? So this is the major change that took place during the Neolithic period. What is the change during the Neolithic period? They started settling down because they started farming and agriculture, because of which they started making pit houses and they started cooking. Now, how did we get all this information that we study today in our history textbook? How did we get it? We got it because of archaeologists who started digging the ground to find out this information. Now, if this is the ground, okay, soil, imagine this is the soil, and the archaeologists are digging the ground. Do you know how they dig? They do not dig straight down like this, but they dig little by little. Okay, they dig one layer after another layer. If you know, there are many layers in the soil, right? Okay, let me place this here. So there are many layers in the soil. So what will they do? They will dig the first layer, and then they will find tools. Okay, after that they will dig the second layer, they will find other tools, they will dig the third layer, they will find other tools. So the more deeper they dig, more old the period is. The more on top, the more new the tool is. So for example, based on 3 stone age that we studied, the Paleolithic tool will be here, the Mesolithic tools will be here, and the Neolithic tools will be on top. Okay, that's just for an example. So more old, it's more deep, more new, it's on the top. Now, this levels, okay, this multiple layers that an archaeologist digs the site is called as level. Okay, please remember this. So come to your page number 15, and you will see in this, under the earliest people source of information, second paragraph, the upper and lower layers are referred to as levels. You can underline that. This is called as levels. Okay, and the significance of the tools. Our knowledge of hunter-gatherers comes mainly from the remains of tools made up of stone, wood, and even bones that are examined by archaeologists. These tools used during the Paleolithic period were big in size. Now, how do we understand about this period? It's because of the tools that have been found by archaeologists. The tools used in the early period is big in size. The tools used in the later period is smaller in size. And this micro tools are called as microliths. Micro means small. Okay. So this is what you need to know in this lesson. We covered levels, that is multiple layers, and the stages of the ground is called as levels. What else? Okay. Now I will show you some picture before we end the class. Right. So do you see some stone tools? Okay. Do you see this tool? Let me just move this so you can see this. Now, there are many tools, okay? So this one is called as chopper. What is it called as? Chopper. Now, what does chopper use? To chop things, okay? Come to your textbook, you will see that. It is mainly used for chopping fruits, roots, and meats. This is under the significance of stone tools. You will see it in the first paragraph in the last part. These tools were used for chopping vegetables and fruit. That is why this is called as the chopper. Now, this tool is called the scraper. What do we do with a scraper? Scraper is used for scraping, okay? Or it is also used for scraping the barks of the tree or the animal skin. So with the scraper, what they can do is, they can scrap the bark of the tree. Why? To make clothes. And the animal skin, they use this to scrap. And this is an hand axe. What is this? Hand axe. Now we have axe to cut the trees, right? In the same way, this is called an hand axe. Why? Because it was used with the hand. Same reason why we use it now. Earlier, people used to use hand axe for cutting and digging. Okay. Now, with the days passing, when they moved to Neolithic period and when they settled down, we see people started using mortar. Mortar, what is this? This is used for grinding. So, this part is called the mortar. Okay. Where is it? Can I get a... Okay. So, no. Okay, the down part, right, that you see here, this is called the mortar, and the up part, which is here, is called the stone that is used to grind, and it is called the pestles. Okay, so with the pestles, we hit the substance that we keep on the mortar, because of which we get powder. So you know, people do rice powder, right? So when we found this, what did we get to know? We get to know that people started grinding their food. Okay. Now, remember I told you in front of the houses, the earth was found. The spelling of this one is Hearth. So even this is in your textbook. So on this, people started making their food. Okay. So they started putting wood together, made fire, and they started cooking. And if you remember, I also told you pit houses which were dug under the earth. So it would look something like this. So we learnt about Neolithic, we learnt about domestication, we learnt about microliths, we learnt about stone tools, and we saw the development. We saw they started cooking, we saw they started staying in houses because of farming, and we also saw that they started domesticating and farming, and the few changes that took place during the Neolithic period, and the climatic changes, and how all this influenced the living condition. So after you write down the words that I asked you to write, please send it to me. Okay. Next class we will discuss the